We are so happy to be here today with you all. Today the house is not really full. I'm just here with Ambassador. Ambassador?
Well, good evening. This is another Super Tuesday, and we hope those of you that you always listen to us are here to listen to what information we are going to give you today. Yes, as Nemo have just said it, now the house is not full due to two things that make the house to be lack today because we're supposed to have a love and to have Zaya with us today. But maybe as time goes on, they can join us on the program.
Yeah, I hope so. I hope they'll join us today. Okay, yeah, you guys should know my name by now. I'm Nima. And let's introduce our technician to you. Our technician today is Mr. Noel. And our cameraman is our gentle explorer. And we also have Kujo Okay, which is our standby, but actually he's not here right now. But yeah, we are greeting him too. Let's just take a quick break, then we'll come back again. Thank you.
This is Sports FM 91.9. Enjoy Zaya and his team every Tuesday at 5 o'clock p.m. Keep listening and keep enjoying it. Thank you.
Yes, keep listening and keep enjoying it. Okay, yeah, you should know, as usual, we used to give each other a little advice before going into our sports programs. So today we are going to enlighten ourselves, give each other advice on a particular topic that I'm very sure that we are going to learn a lot of things from it. Okay, Mr. Ambassador, rather. So our topic today is, why is there that people will see wrong things happening and they'll just keep quiet, they'll do as if they didn't see it. But actually, they know that they're supposed to intervene and maybe they let it to be right. But people just decide to keep quiet and just ignore it when they know that this thing is actually wrong and it is bad right now. Why is that?
Thank you, Ms. Nima, for this question. This question is something that is destroy our society today, and it's part of what has been destroy our community today. Even most of the country today, this is what has been destroying us and caused problem to many countries today. You know, many people choose to be quiet when they're supposed to speak, when they're supposed to correct the bad thing in society. The reason why the people are so quiet about a lot of things is that most people, if they don't have a solution or to answer to what has been happening, they will quiet. And again, when something is going bad and you are in the position of correct that thing or of speak louder, you will be looking for some people that are supposed to support you
Before saying it
out. Maybe if you say that this thing is going bad, those people that you need to be supporting you are the people that they are doing that particular thing. Then the people that you need to support you are the people that they are doing the wrong thing. It will be very difficult for that person to speak. It is rather for that person to be silent. So thereby, the way the life is going on now, if you want to speak louder, you're supposed to be a majority. If you don't have a crowd that will support you, that is a very big problem. You can cause yourself a timely death. You can cause yourself to be in prison because you know in this world, if 10 people said that this thing is white and you are the only people that saw it that this thing is black, maybe you are the one that is correct, but the 10 that is wrong will always overpower you. Overpower you. So thereby, before anybody can say something or you have a truth to say among people, first of it all, look at your surrounding, gather people that will support you when you say it out. When you are trying to gather these people and you know these people are not following you, these people are not with you, just know that if you say that thing, you are going to be a victim of truths.
Yeah, thank you very much, Ambassador. Thank you very much for enlightening us about it. Some people, if they see this kind of situation, they're just going to be like, oh, it's none of my business. So maybe because it's none of my business, I shouldn't interfere in it. And which is very bad. Even if you don't have a crowd, it's not a must for you to have people to support you before you do something sometimes. Maybe, for example, you see two kids fighting on the road while you're going somewhere. But because those children are not your family, they are not your niece, they're not your friends or anything, you just be like, oh, that is their problem. It doesn't matter if they're fighting, it doesn't matter if they kill themselves. You're just going on your way and it is none of your business. But people are, it is wrong actually. But a lot of people used to ignore that kind of things, which they are not supposed to.
Yes, yes. What you have just said now is very good example. But what has been happening today, and the reason why people are just ignoring when they see two children fighting, is that when they went there to separate them, one might listen, the other might say, "No, I'm going to do this." And if you are not be careful and take care of yourself, it might cause problem of you. You might just be angry. I'm talking to you, and you are refusing. By then, the fight will be your own fight.
Yeah, it will turn to your
It will
home.
turn to your own fight. So thereby, people started saying, "Why are you beating the child?" And you are beating the child because
You want to correct
you want
the
to
child.
I'm,
Yeah.
I'm trying to separate you, and you don't want to be separated. You want to continue to be fighting. Who are you? So that is why people sometimes used to ignore something like that and say, "Oh, let me just go." So there, what you have just said is true. But today, when you see somebody that is fighting, even if it's not a kid, it might be a grown adult fighting. A lot of people that went there to separate them are the victim of this fight. Many have died due to this, that I want to separate.
Yeah, this is the issue.
So thereby, people will just say, "Let me just go." Even between wife and
An
husband,
husband, yeah.
if you think you are smart enough and you say, "Oh, why are you fighting with your wife? Why are you fighting with your husband? Don't do this, don't do that." After both of them come together, resolve their
Issue.
problem, then the problem will come to you. They will say it is you that come between them,
And
that
so want to separate them.
you want to separate them. So thereby, all those things, that's why people are silent. People are just mind their own business. So
Yeah, thank you very much, Ambassador. You are very, very right, and I'm very sure that is how things are going right now, and which is not supposed to be. Sometimes
Yes,
it's not
yes.
supposed to be like that, but I think it's also supposed to be like that for our own safety. Because nowadays, if you want to settle a particular fight, you'll be the one carrying all the problem. Because everybody will blame you at the end of everything, which is not your fault. But you're just trying to resolve the issue between people so that everything will go settled. But unfortunately, things are not going well like that.
as you have just said, I just want to add something. In Africa here, the problem we have in Africa is that, you see, when you see two people fight, maybe husband and wife, between friends in the community, they will just take their phone and call police.
Yes.
That is how the Western world are doing. But here in Africa, you see a husband and wife fight, or two children are fighting, or the grown people in your community are fighting, and you call the policeman. After all this thing have been resolved, it
That
will
is
be the
right.
victim.
Yeah.
Because they will be accusing you that it is one that called the police and make the matter to be worse.
Yeah.
So that is the problem we have in Africa. If we can try to abide by the law. If there's a problem in our community between our wife and husband, and you are hearing it from your house, just call the police and indicate the
And
house.
another problem is that our African police, they are not responsible. They are not like the Western African. Before the police in Africa, before they even reach where the scene is, maybe they've already killed themselves, or the matter have gone worse, or the matter have been resolved.
You have just said everything, and what you have just said now, it is very, 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 very good, and it is truth. Just if Zaya is here and Elon is here, it could have been sweet.
Yeah, exactly.
It could have been sweet because
Yeah.
this, what we have been discussing now, is something that is happening. Yes, our police is lacking a rapid response
Yeah.
to a lot of these things. In Western world, America, in Europe, and in 5 minutes they have already at their door.
Yeah.
But here in Africa, it will take
Long
1 hour,
time,
2
yeah.
hours before they will came. That is the problem that we are facing in Africa.
You know what, Ambassador? Let's just hold this matter to our next program so that we can discuss it when Elam and Zaya is here with us. So that
Okay.
it can be more interesting and people can get us more. Let's just take a quick break before going into our sport programs.
Thank
Dear
you.
listeners, keep tuning to Spot FM 91.9.
Yeah, thank you. Keep turning to 91.9 Sport FM. So let's go into the sport programs. Ambassador,
Yeah.
let's go into Togo Championship. How is Togo Championship going? How is everything? How has they been playing and the teams? Please tell us more about it.
Thank you very much. Togo Championship is now going tough. It has been going tough right now, and a lot of changes have been come. The good teams are now coming up, and the weaker teams are now going down. And we have a lot of changes in the table right now. And in the 12th day of this championship, we have the Asika that drew 0-0 with Golosu of Anel. And I think to me, Golosu have done well because by the way they stand against the Asika, which is the team that is leading the table, it means they have done so perfectly well to me. And so, though they are playing at away, they are playing at away against the Asika, and they drew in Kara. They really try a lot. And the ASCO, I would rather say this is a very tough match between ASCO and Semasi. So it's a game that we used to watch between Real Madrid and Barcelona.
Yeah.
So this is a very tough team. Though ASCO won 2-1 against Semasi of Sukode, and Unisport beat Barracuda. This is a very surprise match because many people think Barracuda is going to do better against Unisport, but they lost against Unisport. Unisport that is somehow in fourth position, but they are doing well also. It's a very good match. And we have a Trafinant that wants to Sambo house and go and beat them there at Sambo. And the Trafinant win by 2-0. And Ditto also win by 2 goals against Gomido. And we don't know what is happening to Gomido. Gomido used to be a better team. They used to be a good team. But right now, they will be going down. Maybe in the second half of all this championship, they will come up. And now they lost against Ditto FC. And Espoir of Sheffield play 1-1 against AS Bina. Yes, Espoir, they are trying to come up a little bit, but they are playing against the weak team of the championship, which is AS Bina. They drew 1-1 against AS Bina. And also, the Atande beat AS OTR 3-2. And AS OTR also is now going down, and Atande also is trying to be going up a little bit. And this is what has been happening in Togo Championship. In the classment and in the table of this table, we have Azika with 27 points and 30 goal difference. And we have ASCO second place with 27 points. The same point with first position with 8 goal difference. We have Barracuda in third place with 23 points with 5 goal difference. And we have Unisport in fourth place with 21 points with 1 goal difference. Ditto in fifth place with 16 points, no goal difference. Etuafinant in sixth place with 16 points with no goal difference. We have Otunde in seventh position with 16 points and with 1 goal difference. And we have Semasi of Sokode with 15 points with 0 goal difference. We have Bolosu with 14 points, and we have Tambo also with 13 points. Espoir of Sheffield is 13 points, 11 position. And we have Gomido in 12th position with 12 points. And we have AS OTR 11 points with minus 5 goal difference. And in the 14th position, the last of the group is AS Bina with 6 points minus 7 position. That is how the positions are right now.
Okay, yeah, thank you very much, Ambassador, for listing out everything, all the rank and every of their position for us. So, what is the surprise team there? Because I think you were mentioning a very surprise team there earlier.
Yeah, the surprise team of this is I'm just looking at the Boluesu because Boluesu they really tried a lot playing 0-0 with Aseka. Aseka is the team that is leading the table, and at home they cannot beat Buluesu.
Hmm.
And that is very, very surprise. And the second surprise to me, it could have been a match between Otunde against Tambo, because Otunde went to the house of Tambo and beat them 2-0. And again, Unisport surprise, a surprise. They are surprised and they are not surprised because the third position and the fourth position play against each other,
other.
which is Barracuda and Unisport. And it is Unisport that beat Barracuda 1-0. That is the surprise team of that.
Okay, yeah, thank you, Ambassador, for listening everything to us. Let's take another quick break, then we'll come back.
Hey, sport lovers! At the end of the day, sport is meant to be enjoyed with love, energy, and passion. But lately, people are getting angry and stressed when their teams fails. And that is where we get it wrong. When emotion runs too deep, fun turns to frustration. People get aggressive over bad matches, friendship stain, and rivals. Stress over game even affects our health, and no sport worth that. It's okay to care, it's okay to be passionate, but remember, football is just for entertainment, not personal battle. Cheer loud, debate respectfully, enjoy the highs and accept the lows. There's always another match, another season, and another chance. So support your club and protect the peace. I'm not perfect with words, but thanks for watching. I hope you find something meaningful in what I just shared. Thank you.
Okay, yeah, we are back again. So let's go into FIFA class. Togo is currently at the 124th position from 46. They were 46 in 2006. But right now they are already in 124th position. Why is it that from 46 to 140 124 rather? Why is it that? Why is it like that? Togo is actually they are degrading, they are coming down, which is really, really bad.
Yes, it's very, 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 very bad, right, for the Togo football right now. You know, in 2006, when Togo qualified for the World Cup, they are one of the best team in Africa then.
Okay.
And they are doing fine with a lot of good players, Agasa Kosi, Kader, Sheyi Adebayo, Sheriff Toure. They have a lot of good team, a lot of good players there. But today we don't know. To me, I believe Togo still have a lot of good and young players. But maybe we can say the way they manage the national team, it is the causes of all these things. Because in 2006, a team that is in 46th position and now in 124 position, it is too bad. And then we have a lot of teams that they are in 124, 100 and something there.
Which are coming
they are doing fine.
Yeah.
Like Vietnam, like Singapore, like all those teams that they are not doing
very well before.
They don't know how they play football. But now they are in the front of Togo. We don't know. Maybe the management of sport or especially football in Togo are the causes of all these things. Because I always believe that Togo have talent. They have a lot of good players that they can do better. So we don't know the reason why the Togo football is sinking right now.
Okay, maybe is it because they don't have a very good coach? What kind of coach do you think Togo needs? Togo Football Championship League? Because maybe they need a foreigner to coach them. Maybe they will get better, or they need an indigene of this country. Or what do you think exactly? Or European coach?
Yes, this is a very good question. To me, I can say if they get a European coach and if there is a bad management, they have nowhere to go.
Okay.
Because they have been hired a lot of European coaches that they are not performing well. They are trying to perform, but at the end of the day,
they are still failing.
They are still failing. So that is why they bring in the local coach, and especially the old players that have been in the national team when Togo team is doing fine. And now the coaches also is not doing fine, it's not performing well. So thereby, I cannot say if they hire the European coach, they will have their way, or if they hire the individual coach. But the only thing that I can say is that if the NFF, Togo Football Federation, get their acts together and
select someone that is
select someone in the middle of the Togo NFF, they need to sit down together, talk to each other, know how to manage these teams. Because we have a lot of players somewhere there in European that they are doing perfectly well. They are playing perfectly well. But when they came to Togo, you don't know what is happening. Even in the national team, there's no attempt, no love among the team. The team they scatter. They have the mafia among them. They are not united. And you know when a team is not united, we will always be failing.
Yes.
So thereby, we need somebody that can unite the team. We need somebody that can be a disciplined man that can
Bring the team together.
together and discipline the team because the team lack a lot of discipline. So thereby, maybe if you can see such person, Togo football can come back to their to his feet.
Okay, thank you very much. So what you're trying to tell us right now is that they don't have a very good leader. They don't have good leaders that can coach them in
No.
the NFF, right?
No, they have. They have. They have. Only one person cannot do the job.
Yeah, they should
Even
cooperate
the chairman
together.
of NFF cannot do it. The vice cannot do it. But they need to cooperate together. Everybody, even the journalists, also needs to help the NFF. That is what we have just said in the beginning. That why a lot of people are silent. People are silent. On
Why
Togo
seems
football.
that is bad? Like
They
it's
know-
going bad.
Yes, they know this. The team is sinking. But who is going to talk? Who is going to come forward? Who is going to correct this thing? Who want to be a scapegoat of all this thing?
Yeah.
That's where the problem lies.
Yeah, thank you very much, Ambassador. I hope you've all heard what Ambassador just said right now. Ambassador is very, very right. He is 100% right. I totally agree with him because we need people to work together, to cooperate together, put their heads together, think together, and cooperate with each other so that everything will work out very well as planned. Okay, let's just take another quick break before going into the next one.
Hot seat, hot seat, hot seat. You are now tuning into the hot seat. This is an international sports FM. We literally host every and any information regarding sports in every country. Whatever country you're looking for, whatever state you're looking for, you can definitely find us there. We have information from Europe, Asia, China, the Americas. We are all over. So guess what? Tune in to Sports FM, especially the hot seat. And guess who's hosting? Zaire and his company. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you so much. So, our next one is, why is African Championship lacking behind? Because African Championship is really lacking behind right now. The Europeans are going forward, but African Championship, well, I don't know, I think they've improved than the last, like, in the former life, like, in the olden days. It has improved, but they are still lacking behind. They are supposed to have moved forward than this. At least the world is now civilized, very, very civilized. So I think they should actually move forward because they are still lacking behind. It's still as if they are still in the 90s. Why they are the Europeans, they already moved to another century.
Yes, Ms. Nima, for this question, African Championship and the Africa sport in global is lacking behind.
Yeah.
You have just nailed the nail on the head. You know what? The reason why the African Championship and African sport is lacking behind is that a lot of African talents, they are leaving African. They are not playing in Africa at 16 years old. They just went to the European Championship and went
To
there
start
and go
playing
and
for them.
play for them. Not only football, we are talking about the athletics. We are talking about
The
table tennis,
basketball,
the
the
basketball, the golf, all these sports. Most of our African talents are went there to perform very well. The reason why they are went there is that in Africa we don't have the facilities for
Needed.
this
Yeah,
for this thing.
exactly.
Even a lot of our pitches for football is not good in Africa. Here is not good. Even if a player get injured, if care is not taken, that is the end of that player in Africa. And the problem that is happening again is that, the economy of Africa is not okay.
Yeah.
It's not okay. And it is okay. What you have just said in the beginning of this program, it is the one that is affecting
All African
everything
Championship.
in Africa. We have somebody that can sponsor a lot of teams, that can sponsor, in European, like Chelsea now. Chelsea have a men team, they have a youth team, they have a men team, they have a women teams, and they have the undergarden team.
And they are being sponsored.
And
All these things are
they are
being
being
sponsored.
sponsored. Here in Africa,
Mhm.
even all these the Aseka, the Goloswi, the Gomidos, and they have their women's
Sponsors.
side.
Mhm.
The big team, they are not well sponsor. They don't have a better stadium to play. Talk less of having some youth, all those things. So hereby in Africa, people are ready to do it. But when you come out that I want to sponsor this team,
Will people
I have,
support you?
no, they will support you, but their people, the people are fear
They're
that
afraid to go up.
they will be saying that where did you get your money from? Where did you get your money from? That is why we have a lot of people that can handle a lot of this thing.
Okay, what you're trying to say is that people will challenge them.
Yes.
That where are they getting the money?
Their money-
Is it all African countries or just are you talking about Togo? Because I'm actually trying to get it from another country, maybe Nigeria, because we have a lot of billionaires, trillionaires in other countries in Africa.
Yes.
But I think maybe those people, maybe they're just like people will just look at them, or I don't really know why they don't do that. But I think we have a lot of billionaires apart from Togo. Togo is a, what should I call it? Their system in Togo is actually different. It is dictatorship. Yeah, I think they use dictatorship for their
No. What it is affecting every country in Africa.
all African countries.
All Africa countries, because
Okay.
in 90s, in 80s, there's no big money as at now,
Yeah.
and we have a lot of good championship. We have a lot of good championship in Nigeria. We have Iwanya National, Abiola Babe, Stationary Stores, Shooting Stars, and they are doing fine. And it is in every Africa. In Cote d'Ivoire also, we have Stade d'Abidjan. We have a lot of things, and a lot of Nigeria players are playing
There.
there. And in Togo, then we have a 12 in North, we have Agasa, and we have a lot of teams that are
And
doing
they are
fine.
doing great
They are
too.
doing great there. But what is happening now? People are fearing in every not only in Togo. It happens in
They will
every
be looking
country.
for the source of their wealth.
Yes.
They will be saying, where do you get this money from? What are you doing to get the money? Because especially if the person is a billionaire or trillionaire, they will think the person is involved in drugs.
So
Especially.
yes, and no matter how, if you have a team and you are sponsoring the team well, it will expose you. It will let people know how much you are wealthy.
Mm-hmm.
And most of our African richest people, they don't want people to know
How
where
much
they
they
get
have. Oh,
their
yeah.
money from.
Mm-hmm.
Like European, the Western countries, every person that have money, they always account for their money.
They have their details, everything
Yes.
they are doing, how they are doing
How
it,
they're doing
their incomes and
The
everything.
government know about everything.
Yeah.
But just because our billionaires, our richest, our wealthiest people in Africa, they don't want to expose themselves. They don't want people to know where they get their money from.
And besides, it's not as if the government have account of how they are getting the money, so they don't want it to be exposed.
That is why they are just went underground. They don't want to sponsor something that exposed their wealth.
So I think the most important thing now is that I think in Africa we also need people we need the government to know where the rich people are getting their money from. Like they should have accounts.
Yes.
But I don't know. People are good doing dirty job, especially even the government, the politicians. They won't want that.
No, what you have just said is right. Yes, government needs supposed to know how a billionaire gets his own money, how the wealth person gets his own money, because we have a lot of money in Africa country. Just because those who have this money, they don't want to expose themselves. That is why the money is just in just
Being
one
kept,
place,
yeah.
and that's why the money is not spread to the continent. When the white people come, they will always say Africa have a lot of money.
Yeah.
Look at our players that are playing in Europeans when they come here. Look at Sadio Mane. Sadio Mane went to his own community, his own village, and built schools. He built hospitals.
Hospitals.
He built road.
He did a very good thing for his community.
And what Sadio Mane have just done, it's a thing that a government can do.
Yeah.
It's a thing that somebody who have money,
Can
a wealthy, a billionaire can
He's
do.
a very good example then because he went out, he had the money, then come back and build it to help people, help the community.
Just because he is a footballer.
Yes.
That is why.
Because
They
people know that he's a footballer
And
and
he
they
earned
know
his money.
yeah.
And we have a lot of
Clear. It is clear.
It is clear. And we have a lot of rich people in that community that can do something like that.
But because we don't know what they are doing in particular and they don't want people to know where they're
If you
getting
do
their
such
money.
a thing, people will ask, where do you get your
The
money
money,
from?
yeah. Even okay, for example, assuming that Sadio Mane doesn't know what he's doing. But people don't know that he's a footballer.
If-
He wouldn't do that
He won't
too.
do that. He
He
won't do
wouldn't
that.
do that too
won't do
because
that.
he doesn't want people to know what he's doing.
Yeah.
Okay, let's just go. Let's take another quick break before going into the last one.
Yes, okay, we're coming back.
Come on, turn your radio on every Tuesday at 5 p.m. Gonna talk about sports and it will be fun. It's Sport FM 91.9 and it is the best and first in Africa.
Okay, yeah, it is the best and first in Africa. So let's quickly move to Champions League. Ambassador, please
Yeah.
give us the love. This is about us.
Yes, the Champions League that has been played last week, Tuesday. We have said a lot of things here. Last week, Tuesday, we are talking about the team that they are not going to perform well, like Real Madrid. Last Tuesday, we said that Real Madrid is going to lose their match because Mbappe is not fit enough, and unfortunately, the Real Madrid win by 6-1. They beat Monaco by 6-1, and Mbappe managed to score 2 goals. And Vinicius Junior also scored. Franco Kerr and Jude Bellingham, and they all scores, and that is 6-1 against Monaco. And also, Arsenal did a very very good. They performed well against the Inter Milan by beating them by 3-1. They really tried a lot. And we have Manchester City that lost their match against Bordeaux. They lost by 3-1. The mighty Manchester City. It is very very bad for Manchester City and Pep Guardiola also. And the Sporting. This is a very surprised match also, in which the Sporting Lisbon also beat PSG by 2-1. Nobody expect that to happen, and PSG lost that match by 2-1. And Tottenham also beat Dortmund by 2-0. And Ajax, the team that's almost in the bottom, also beat Villarreal by 2-1 at home. And on Wednesday, we have a Galatasaray of Osimhen play 1-1 against Atletico Madrid, and we have Karabakh also beat Frankfurt by 3-2. The Atalanta of Italy, they lost their match at home against Athletic Bilbao of Spain, a team of Ademola Lookman. They lost their match in Champions League. And Bayern Munich also with 10-man win Junior of Israel by 2-0, and they tried to manage to win with losing one of their men to the red card. And the Chelsea also win by 1-0, and Juventus also beat Benfica by 2-0. And the Marseille, the African team of France, also lost at home against the Liverpool by 3-0. And Newcastle also won their match against PSV by 3-0. And Slavia Prague lost at home against Barcelona. That's they did very fine. They played fine in that match with Firmino and Olmo and Lewandowski score all those goals. And that's how the Champions League have been right now. And in this Champions League, yes, we have a lot of team that is doing so perfectly. Especially we have a lot of players that they are doing perfectly well in Champions League right now, like Alan in Champions League has been scoring almost 20 goals. Yes, a lot of teams are doing so perfect well. So I think the Champions League is still going.
Okay, yeah, thank you very much. I think Barcelona will be playing tomorrow with
Yes,
Copen, right?
it is Copenhagen.
Okay.
Barcelona is going to play tomorrow, and we have also Ajax is going to play tomorrow. Yes, against Olympiacos, and Atletico Bilbao also will play against Sporting. Arsenal also is going to play tomorrow,
Yeah.
and Atletico also is going to play, and Leverkusen is going to play against Villarreal. Benfica is going to play against
PSG too
Real
is
Madrid.
going to play against Bayern.
Yes, and this match, it is going to be the last match of all this group, and that is where we know which team is going to be in first position, which team is going to be
The second,
yes.
yeah.
And right now, Arsenal is topping the group by 21 points. Bayern is in 18 points. Real in third place. Liverpool in
Fourth
fourth
place.
place. Tottenham is fifth place.
PSG
in
is
sixth
sixth
place,
place.
and Newcastle in seventh, which Chelsea in
Eighth.
eighth place, and Barcelona 9, Sporting, Manchester, Atletico, Atlanta, and if it is tomorrow, Tuesday and Wednesday, we are going to see the change in this table.
Yeah, thank you very much, Ambassador. I think Manchester United play against they play against one club. Is it day before yesterday? And they scored them 3-2.
Yes, the day before
Today,
yesterday.
yeah. People wasn't really expecting that. Actually, I'm a Manchester United fan, but I was so happy because it has been a while since they've actually won a football.
Yes. Manchester United played yesterday. That's in the Premier League.
Yeah, in the Premier League.
They
Yeah.
play, and it is very very surprised for Manchester to beat Arsenal 3-2.
Exactly. Yeah.
And people are wondering, and it's not an home match. They went to the
Away.
Arsenal
To
to
play,
play in Emirates
and they went to
Stadium.
beat them in the
Yeah,
Arsenal
by
house,
3-2.
which is
So,
very surprising.
surprising.
Yeah.
It's maybe Manchester United is now coming up a little bit.
Yeah, I really, really hope so. I think I want them to put more effort and they should go higher than this. Okay, let's go into the 5 major Champions League.
Yes, in the 5 major Champions League, as you have just said, in La Liga, yes, Barcelona is topping the table right now.
Yeah.
They are topping the table, and Real Madrid is
It's the
following them.
second, yeah.
And Atletico also is third. Villarreal is in fourth, and Espanyol fifth. That's how they are now. And in La Liga, we have Mbappe that is leading the goals chart with 21 goals right now.
Yes.
Mbappe is doing fine.
Yeah.
Is doing fine. Even when you are looking at Mbappe, they said he is get injured, and with injured, and he's doing fine. I think
He's still playing well,
he's
even
playing
while
well.
being injured.
Yes, maybe it's going to be the Ballon d'Or, the best player at the end of the year.
Yeah.
At his teams now. So in La Liga, Kylian Mbappe is leading right now, and the most surprising is that Lewandowski is in the
fifth.
5th place.
Yeah.
So it is very very surprised.
Even Yami Yamal is in 11.
Yes. So nobody is touching Kylian Mbappe.
Yeah.
It means that he's doing.
Even Rafinha, he's in no match.
It's
for-
no match. It's
yeah,
no
yeah.
match. So in La Liga, I think Mbappe is the king in La Liga right now. So when we are talking about the Premier League that we are talking right now, in Premier League, as we are just talking about, the Arsenal is still leading
Yes.
with 50 points. Even though they lost against Manchester United, they are still leading. Manchester United is
Second.
City is second.
Yes.
As Man City, they lost in Champions League, and they are still doing very very good in Premier League, and they are in the second. Aston Villa, a surprise team, is
The
now in
third.
third.
Yeah.
Manchester is coming
Yeah,
up.
they're really coming
They
home.
are
Like
really
they're in
coming
the
up.
fourth position. That
Yes.
is really, really surprising and
They
great.
are really coming up. So, and the surprise is that Liverpool, we don't know what is happening.
Yes.
Liverpool is going down.
They are dropping.
They are dropping.
Yes.
Liverpool are dropping. So that is the problem right now. And the full arm of our Nigerian players, they are doing fine. They are in the seventh position. The team of Kafibasi, Alessi Iwobi, the full arm, they are doing so good right now. And that is how it is in Premier League. And we have Haaland of Manchester City that is leading there by 20 goals. So he is doing fine. He is the leader there. And it is Igor Thiago that is in 16. So thereby, Haaland also is doing perfectly well in Premier League right now. So that is how Premier League is right now. So that's how Premier League is now. So when we are talking about the other teams, like Bundesliga also, in the Bundesliga, the team there are doing so perfect right now.
Yeah, Bayern is actually leading.
Yes, Bayern is leading.
Dortmund is in second, and other.
Yes. So, and in that league, it's like no one is going to touch Bayern Munich.
Yeah, the gap between them is actually far. Is a bit.
It's a very, very, very
Yes,
far.
50 to 42.
Yes. So Bayern Munich is doing perfectly well.
Yeah.
So even though they lost their match in last championship, they lost their match, but they are still on top of their table in the Bundesliga. And Dortmund in second, Hoffenheim is third, Stuttgart in fourth position. And in Bundesliga, we have Harry Kane with
That is
21
leading?
goals.
Yeah.
Yes, with 21 goals. He is doing so perfectly well. And the second is lacking behind.
It is different. The difference is there.
The gap is
The
too
gap
much.
is much.
The gap is too much.
21 to 11.
21 to 11.
Yeah.
So, and in the Bundesliga, I think there's no team that is matching Bayern Munich.
Yeah.
So in France, PSG have taken over the championship from Lens. Before, Lens is leading the table, but now PSG have taken over with 45 points and Lens in 43 points. Marseille that lost in the Champions League is now in 38, which is in third, and Lyon is in fourth place and with 36 points. And in Ligue 1, the player that is doing perfectly well is Greenwood of Olympique de Marseille. And it is in just 12 goals. 12 goals.
Yeah.
When we compare the goals of Greenwood with other league goals, you see the League 1, they are lacking behind.
Yes,
They are lacking behind
Yeah.
when Haaland is in 20, and Kane is 21,
Yeah.
and Kylian Mbappe is in 20, and Greenwood
12.
is in
Wow,
12.
like, they're
So
really lacking behind.
they are lacking behind in that league. So that is how League A is. And in Serie A, that's Italian club teams right now.
Let's quickly talk about that too, because the time is really, really up. Okay, yeah, thank
Let
you.
us just quickly talking about it. We have Inter Milan in 52 position, 50 points. They are in the first position. We have Milan second, Roma third, and Napoli is in third. And in that league, we have Lautaro Martinez of Inter Milan with 12 goals. In that team, in that championship also, they are not doing fine.
No,
The attackers are not doing. It means their defenders in the League A and Serie A, they are very tough.
Yeah.
So maybe we say the attackers in La Liga is
League One?
No, in La Liga, in Premier League,
Okay.
and the Bundesliga, the attackers are really top there.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, yeah, thank you very much. Let's quickly end the program because it's already time.
Yeah.
So, as we said earlier, Elam is not here, Zaya is not here today. It is just me and Ambassador that did the program today. I hope you guys really enjoyed our program today because it's actually interesting to me. Ambassador, please greet our listeners before we greet the
Yes, all of you that are listening to us today, Shout to every one of you, and I hope Elom is listening to us somewhere.
And Zaya.
And Zaya also is listening to us. And greetings to all Sport FM.
Greetings to
journalists.
our technician, which is
Yes.
Mr. Noel. Thank you very much for helping us out today. Thank you very much, our gentle explorer, and thank you very much, our standby Kujo. Okay, and thank you very much, everyone.
Standby technician.
Our standby technician. Okay, yeah, let's just end the program here and see you next time.
Bye.
Today, we stand together all around the world, joined in a common purpose to remake the planet into a haven of joy and understanding and goodness. No one should have to suffer, especially our children. This time, we must succeed. This is for the children of the world.